Why is it that Muslims and Islamic leaders have been immune from criticism during this same-sex marriage debate? The Australian Christian lobby, prominent Christian spokespeople such as Lyle Shelton and the three mums from the No campaign have been hauled from pillar to post, mocked, ridiculed, spoken over the top of, threatened and asked ridiculous questions, all because they're voting no. In the meantime, a joint statement by some in the Islamic community was released as to why they are voting no. And what have we heard from the media elite and self-serving politicians? Crickets. Nothing at all. The National Imams Council published a statement that says, I'll read some of it to you. The Australian National Imams Council affirms that Islam sanctifies marriage as only being between a man and a woman. This has been the view held by all major faiths, including the traditional Judeo-Christian beliefs and other traditions throughout human history. The Quranic revelations and prophetic teachings with regard to the institution of marriage make this clear. Islam places the family unit at the heart of a healthy society, and in this context, the right of children to be cared for and raised by both a mother and a father is one that must be protected. Islam also explicitly and unambiguously states that marital relationship is only permissible between a man and woman, and any other marital relationships are Islamically impermissible. That is directly from the Council. Now, what criticism have you heard regarding this from the media or politicians? Meanwhile, Lyle Shelton was harassed by ABC presenter Joe O'Brien and asked the most stupid question of the debate so far. O'Brien said, how could Lyle support Ian Thorpe and cheer him on in the Olympics and vote no? What? I mean, imagine if a Muslim imam was sitting in the place of Lyle Shelton that day. Do you think he would have dared to have such idiocy come out of his mouth? Of course not. Christians are being called homophobes for advocating a no vote. This debate is not about homosexuality, and it's not a value judgment on homosexuals. It is about the redefinition of the word marriage and all the consequences that it could bring with it. And yet the leader of the opposition, Bill Shorten, doesn't shrink back from labelling Christian no voters as homophobic. Wouldn't you love to see him sit opposite an imam and call him homophobic? It would never happen. A gay couple who have been in a relationship for 15 years have been splashed all over the internet and media for daring to put their heads above the parapet and declare that they will be voting no. Mark and Ben have incredulously been labelled as homophobes and even racist, especially by some in the LGBT brigade, also known as the Gestapo. I mean, how insane! Gay people cannot be homophobic. It's got nothing to do with race. I can assure you, Mark and Ben are not the only gay people in Australia who will be voting no. I have met and been contacted by a number of homosexual people, both prior to and during this debate, and they will also be voting no. They are out and proud gays, but they affirm marriage is an age-old institution between one man and one woman. They don't dare to speak publicly, though, for fear of losing their jobs, upsetting their families or friends, and all fear being bullied by the LGBT gang. So I'm sorry, but did I miss Joe O'Brien interview one of the imams and ridicule him for his beliefs? I'm sorry, did I miss the leader of the opposition, Bill Shorten, along with his cohorts Penny Wong and Tanya Plebiscite, label Muslims opposed to same-sex marriage as bigots and homophobes? No, it didn't happen. I'm yet to see any interview or commentary disparaging Muslims in this debate, despite the relentless and often savage comments made by the commentariat regarding Christians and even gays themselves when it comes to voting no for same-sex marriage. There's no consistency or integrity coming from the media or politicians regarding same-sex marriage. Even councils are wasting taxpayer funds promoting the Yes campaign while disparaging the No voters. Does this mean I also want to see Muslims mocked, insulted and ridiculed for their opposition to same-sex marriage? No, it doesn't. What I want is to see fair and equal treatment for anyone brave enough to comment and enter into the fray. The media elites and political class are simply continuing to prove that they are out of touch and beyond reason. This debate has served to confirm they are hypocrites, they are biased, and there is arrogance and there is a real agenda of these so-called journalists and their ilk when it comes to this and other topics. And you know what? There is a better way, and it is okay to vote no.